Guys, I want to welcome you to Automated Sales and Recruiting 101, and this is where I'm going to show you how to, or explain to you how to set up an automated sales and recruiting system using voice broadcasting technology and automated lead generation software. So anyway, guys, I'm excited to present this video to you guys because you can use this training to sell, make money, or make excuses, or for recruiting for your primary business. So you want to pay close attention to the content of this video. All right, let's start with answering a basic question. What is voice broadcasting? And guys, voice broadcasting is simply technology that allows you to push a button and have a system that'll call thousands of people for you. In fact, you can call a couple thousand people in less than 20 minutes. When the system calls these prospects, it will deliver a 30-second message, and that message is designed to create interest in learning more about your product, service, or opportunity. And prospects who are interested in learning more will be encouraged to press 1 on their telephone, and that will instantly transfer them to a sales presentation, a recorded sales presentation you've set up to present your product, service, or opportunity. I'll explain more about that press 1 option later on in the video. So, guys, think about some of the training you've had with your companies, and one thing that's pretty consistent with all companies is they tell you it's a numbers game, and they tell you you have to sift and sort through the numbers to find people who are interested. And guys, technology, 21st century technology like this voice broadcasting can do that better and faster than you can do it manually. Okay, so now we're going to move on and talk about the components of setting up an automated sales and recruiting system, and I'll go through each one of these components one at a time. The first component is your messages, and that's that 30-second message I mentioned a couple of minutes ago. When the system starts calling people, it will deliver these messages directly to your prospect. And obviously, again, you want to write this message to create interest in your product or opportunity. Next, you'll need what I call a mini opportunity presentation. That's a 4 to 7 minute recorded mini opportunity presentation that will present, let's say, your opportunity. And in that presentation, you want to tell your prospect a little bit about the company you're representing, the product or service you're promoting, and why it's compelling, some information about the compensation plan, and the cost to get started. And guys, the beauty of this is, the first time you talk to a prospect, they will have all this information, and after hearing that information, they're saying to themselves, yeah, this sounds good to me. So it brings you a very highly qualified prospect. This is the way I like to go. Next, the next component you'll need is leads. And guys, if you're broadcasting, even if you're doing relatively small broadcasts, say 2,000 a day, 5 days a week, that's 10,000 leads a week that you're going to need. It wouldn't be cost effective to try and buy these types of leads, and it certainly wouldn't be time effective to try and manually build these lists. So the solution is software, and you'll notice an icon in the top left there. It says GoScraper. That's the software we recommend you use to generate the leads you need for voice broadcasting. In fact, if you bought Make Money or Make Excuses, that software is included. If you're looking at this video outside of the system, there's the link below the video. For example, if you're watching this on YouTube, where you can get more information on the software and buy it if you want to. All right, the next component. And by the way, before I get there, here's just a screenshot of the GoScraper lead generation software. And I have this here to show you how simple this is to use. Anytime you want leads, you can put a check mark in one of those predefined categories up at the top there, or you can use the custom field and type in your own keyword. And the way I do it, guys, is I use company names as keywords. For example, if I'm promoting a telecom deal, I might want to go after my competitors, and let's say I'm working with Lightyear Wireless, and one of my competitors is 5links. I might type in 5 links in that custom field, choose the cities I want to harvest from or get leads from. In the right there, I have the option to choose a couple of different cities, or I can select all of them. And once I do that, I press that Extract Now button at the bottom left, come back 20 minutes, an hour, sometimes a couple hours later, and I have leads I can import into my voice broadcasting platform for that system to call. So very simple software to use. It actually works like a search engine. Okay, so that brings us to our next component, the actual voice broadcasting platform. I like Connect Dynamics. When you're actually calling prospects, The system is billing you at 1.4 cents per connected call. Very cost effective. And there's no monthly fees and there's no upfront fee to get into this system. And by the way, we also include a link here if you've bought Make Money or Make Excuses to get this platform. So anyway, guys, that's that takes care of that component. The next component is a voicemail line. And that's simply a line that will host either your sizzle presentation or your 4 to 7 minute mini opportunity presentation. The beauty of these voicemail lines is when a person transfers in or dials in to listen to that message, at the end of the message, if they're still interested in talking to you, they can leave you a voicemail with their name and contact information. That voicemail will be delivered to you by email. It'll actually deliver the audio. You can listen to the voicemail. So that's your final component. Here's kind of a diagram of all the things I just talked about. On the left, there's your 30-second message live, and that's for people who actually pick up the phone. There's a 30-second voicemail message. That's a message that will be delivered to a prospect's voicemail if they don't pick up live. There's your mini opportunity presentation. There's your lead generation software on the right, your voice broadcasting platform, and your voicemail line. Okay, and in this following slide here, I've kind of created a diagram for you. It starts on the left, where you actually press a button to get your leads, import those leads into your voice broadcasting platform. You'll also import your 30-second message into your voice broadcasting platform. The platform will call prospects, deliver that 30-second message. Prospects who are not interested will press 9 to be placed on your do not call list. Prospects who are interested will press 1. They will be transferred directly to your 4 to 7 minute mini opportunity presentation, and at the end of that, they can leave you a voicemail with their contact information. That voicemail will be delivered to you by email. So that's basically a visual on how the system works and how all the components fit together. All right, let's talk about the different what I call campaign types. And the first campaign, voice broadcasting campaign, type of campaign you can do is called Live Answer. And what that basically means is the system will only deliver your 30-second message to people who actually pick up the phone. The system ignores everything else. And by the way, I mentioned that the Connect Dynamics charges you 1.4 cents per call. It's actually 1.4 cents per connected call. So what that means is the only call, if you're doing a live answer campaign, the only calls you're going to be billed for are the calls where a prospect actually picks up the phone live. So if you import, say, 4,000 numbers and only 500 pick up the phone live, those are the only calls you're going to be billed for, those 500. All right, the next campaign type is live answer and voicemail. So in this type of campaign, the system will deliver your 30-second message to people who pick up the phone live, and the calls that go into voicemail, the system ignores everything else. Third option for your campaign type is voicemail only. In this case, the system would only deliver your 30-second message to the calls that go into voicemail. It'll ignore everything else. Okay, so those are the three basic types of campaigns. I'm going to be doing another video on more advanced techniques, but 95% of the time, if you're broadcasting, you'll use one of these three types of campaigns. All right, now you've heard me talk about the press 1 option. Okay, now let's talk about the different press 1 options you have. And just before I get there, let me just kind of give you a sample message, a 30-second message to give you a frame of reference, so you'll better understand these press 1 options. So here we go. Hi, I'm Al Turnquist. If you have a cell phone, do not hang up the phone. As a result of recent changes in the industry, I can show you how to get your cell phone service, unlimited cell phone service, absolutely free, and I can also show you how to make money showing others how to do the same thing. Press 1 to learn more, or press 9 to be removed from my list. So that's how a typical 30-second message would be structured. Any message you develop will have instructions to press 1 to learn more or press 9 to be removed from my list. When that prospect who is interested presses 1, your first option is to have that prospect instantly transferred to your 4 to 7 minute mini opportunity presentation. Okay, so that's your first option. The second option is you can have that prospect who presses 1 transferred directly to you real time. So, and you might want to use this option if you're promoting something that costs $1,000 or a couple $1,000, because maybe a 4 to 7 minute presentation wouldn't be enough for a prospect to make that kind of decision. So in this case, you might want to get that prospect to you if they're interested, and your next step is to get that prospect to your full presentation, either a video on the internet or a webinar or whatever. So if you like this option, prospect presses 1, your phone rings, and you've got a live person real time who's interested in learning more about whatever it is you're promoting. Next option is, instead of having the prospect transferred to yourself or a 4 to 7 minute mini opportunity presentation, you might want to transfer that prospect to a 1 to 2 minute sizzle call. And this again is another method if you're selling a bigger ticket item, but you want to wet the prospect's beak a little bit, and you just create some curiosity. And most of you guys know how sizzle calls work. They're really just designed to get the prospect to say, yeah, I want to go to the next step and and hear a full-blown presentation. So anyway, you also have that option. So you have 3 different ways you can go on the press 1, have that prospect go into your mini opportunity presentation. Second option, the call transfers directly to you when your phone rings. Or the third option, put them in a sizzle call, where, by the way, at the end of the sizzle call, just like the mini opportunity presentation, they can leave you a message that will be transferred to you by email. Okay, let's talk about creating messages. First of all, you've got your live answer message, and when you develop this message, it should be 30 seconds or less. Most prospects getting an automated phone call are not going to sit there and listen to a 1 to 2 minute call. They're going to hang up the phone on you. So you want to just get some really compelling, motivating information to these prospects in 30 seconds or less. If they want to learn more, they will make that decision. They will press 1, and what they're basically saying then is, yeah, I've heard your 30-second message. Now I'm willing to invest more time in learning more. Okay? So write it to create interest and save it in either the MP3 or WAV format. Either one works for importing this into Connect Dynamics. Next, you've got by the way, here's a sample live answer message, okay? Hi, I'm Al Turnquist. I'm calling about your electric bill. If you're concerned about the rising cost of your electricity, you can get help. New regulations now make it possible for you to get a guaranteed savings on the cost of your electricity. Press 1 to learn more, or press 9 to be removed from my list. So there's a sample of how a live answer message goes. Next, you have your 30-second voicemail message. And again, you want to keep it at 30 seconds or less for the same reasons I talked about previously. But you're going to write your voicemail message a little different from your live answer message, because there's no press 1 option with a voicemail. Okay? Prospect comes home, dials into his voicemail. He can't press 1 and be transferred to your mini opportunity presentation. So what you do with a voicemail message is you write it basically the same way you write the live answer message. Where it gets different is where you start telling the prospect how to get more information. And in your voicemail message, you'll actually provide them with a number to your voicemail line. Again, your voicemail line is the one hosting your mini opportunity presentation or sizzle call. And you also want to include your phone number so they can call you after listening to the presentation. Here's a sample of how that might go. Hi, I'm Al Turnquist. I'm calling about your electric bill. If you're concerned about the rising cost of your electricity, you can get help. New regulations now make it possible for you to get a guaranteed savings on the cost of your electricity. Call 1-333-222-4567 to learn more. After that, call me direct if you have questions. My name's Al at 213-345-5678. By the way, guys, those phone numbers are all bogus. So you'll see the front part of the message is exactly the same as your live answer message. Where it differs is when you tell the prospect what he has to do to learn more. Instead of pressing 1, you're actually giving him the phone number to call. Okay, here's a couple of additional tips for creating your messages. Think about what makes your opportunity, product, or service unique. Donald Trump says, always look for your unique selling proposition. And you want to embed that uniqueness into your message. You want to show enthusiasm when you record your message, but you don't want to sound like a used car salesperson. And after you record it, listen to it and ask yourself, would this message motivate me to want to learn more? and be brutally honest. If the answer is yes, go with the message, broadcast with it, and see what kind of results you get. If it's not really that motivating, trash it, write another one, or record it again. And you might even want to take that a step further. Go to people you respect, have them listen to the message, and ask them, would that motivate you to want to learn more? And again, if the answer is yes, consistently yes, go with it. And if it's not, rewrite it. But guys, here's the bottom line. The best way to find out if a message works is actually run a small broadcast. Have the system call 1,000, 2,000 people and see what kind of results you get. If you're getting, and let me kind of give you an idea here. If you're broadcasting to, say, 2,000 people, if I'm broadcasting to 2,000 people, I'm generally looking for anywhere from 3 to 7 prospects who actually press 1 and listen to the entire mini opportunity presentation. And then, of course, leave me a message saying I'm interested in learning more. If I'm not getting that from broadcasting to 2,000 people, I'm going to tweak those messages until I do get those kinds of results. On a weekly basis, if I'm recruiting for, let's say, an MLM opportunity, and let's say the cost of this opportunity to get started is somewhere between $300 and $500, if I'm able to broadcast to, say, 10,000 people a week and get a minimum of 3 signups a week, I feel like I've got a good deal here. Okay, these are messages I'm going to roll with. And guys, once you do have messages that are producing the results you want, just roll with them and roll with them hard. Okay, be consistent. Run a campaign every day. Put 3 to 5 people a week in your business every week, and you'll find your income and your business exploding. And always keep this in mind, guys. If you're using this technology to build your business, a certain percentage of people joining you as a result of your voice broadcasting will want to duplicate your voice broadcasting. And so if you're consistently getting 3 to 5 people a week, you've got people in your downline consistently getting 3 to 5 people a week, and so on. That's how you get a business to the point where it's literally exploding. I signed up with an MLM deal a couple of years ago, guys, and within 45 days of building with voice broadcasting, I'd already qualified for their mid-level leadership ranks, and I'd qualified for their car bonus. So this stuff does absolutely work. Okay, I've just kind of discussed this. Just tweak and tweak and test and tweak until you have messages that work. Once you do, be consistent about your broadcasting. So guys, that's it for this video. I will be doing another video on where I will focus entirely on building messages and how to write good messages. And by the way, guys, if you will go into your Make Money or Make Excuses training content and listen to the training module on conference calls, that's where I show you how to build an effective presentation and really deliver information in a way where the prospects get it, and you'll want to study that particular module. But so that'll kind of give you a preview of what I'm going to be talking about when I create a video on how to really create good dynamic messages for your sales and recruiting. Okay, guys, as I said, that's a wrap for this video. Take care, get set up, and start broadcasting. Bye-bye now.